Today we'll be reading a recording from Arca Jeth, from Jedi vs. Sith, The Essential Guide to the Force, by Ryder Windham. A recording from Arca Jeth, 4400 BBY to 4000 BBY. Author, Jedi Master Arca Jeth, teacher of Ulic Qel-Droma.
600 years after the Great Hyperspace War, the Jedi Freedon Nadd was seduced by the dark side, slew his own master, and apprenticed himself to a Dark Lord of the Sith. In the tradition of the Sith, there can only be one Dark Lord at a time. Unable to become a Sith Lord as long as his master lived, Nadd came to the planet Onderon to make himself a king. 4 centuries after Nadd's death, I went to Onderon to bring peace to the divided world. I was preceded by my students, Ulic Qel-Droma, his brother Kay, and Tot Donita, who had discovered that Queen Aminoa, wife of Onderon's ruler King Amun, was possessed by the spirit of Freedon Nadd. My students and I tracked Aminoa to the deepest sublevels of her palace, and discovered Freedon Nadd's tomb, which had become the focus of dark-side energy, and enabled his power to pass to his descendants from generation to generation. Exposed to the light, the dark power that had supported Aminoa abandoned her and left her dead. Nadd transferred his power to King Amun. I was then attacked by Amun, who smothered me in dark-side energy and attempted to transform me into his own Dark Jedi. After my Jedi students came to my aid, Freedon Nadd realized that King Amun would fall to the Jedi, so he switched his support to the Krath, a secret society founded by the cousins Satal and Alima Keto, descendants of Empress Teta. The Krath gained knowledge of Sith sorcery from ancient texts and relics. Nadd killed Amun before his own apparition vanished into thin air, swearing to me that the Jedi had lost the battle. To prevent Freedon Nadd from ever again exercising his power from beyond the grave, I have transferred his sarcophagus to a great tomb on another world. The tomb is guarded by many beasts. May no one dare to find it.
Addendum by Tionne Solusar. Master Arca transferred the remains of Freedon Nadd, Queen Aminoa, and King Amun to the moon Duxon, but Nadd's tomb was quickly discovered by Exar Kun. After the Krath grew from a secret society to a galactic threat, Arca was mortally wounded by Krath war droids on the planet Deneba. Arca's death motivated his student, Ulic Qel-Droma, to form a plan to infiltrate the Krath in order to discover a way to destroy them. Tragically, Qel-Droma's desire for vengeance only led him to the dark side. According to Sith researcher Merc Lindy, Freedon Nadd gained his knowledge of the Sith not by direct apprenticeship to a living Sith Lord, but through the discovery of an abandoned Sith holocron. Allegedly, the Sith holocron was originally owned and maintained by King Adis, who had ruled the Sith approximately 23,000 years previously, or 3,000 years before the formation of the Galactic Republic. Lore has it that Adis learned about holocrons from Rakatan soldiers who attempted to conquer Sith space. Around the time of the Great Hyperspace War, a Sith Lord named Geru lost King Adis' holocron on the planet Ashasri, where it remained until it was found centuries later by Freedon Nadd. Other sources suggest that Freedon Nadd's search for Sith knowledge led him to Yavin 4, where he apprenticed with the spirit of Nagasado. Master Arca did not note the existence of King Adis' holocron, but records indicate the Jedi hid it under millions of tons of water on the remote world Kodai. In 29 BBY, Merc Lindy's student Norval recovered the holocron, which was subsequently seized by Obi-Wan Kenobi and turned over to the Jedi Council. For reasons that remain unclear, the Council ultimately entrusted the Sith holocron to Jedi-affiliated House Pelagia's extensive holocron library in the Topani sector, instead of to the Jedi archives on Coruscant. This was ultimately unfortunate, as King Adis' holocron was stolen during the Jedi Purge, and it seems the remaining holocrons were destroyed before Palpatine or his agents could claim them.
I hope you've enjoyed this reading of a recording from Arca Jeth,